Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We are live coming to you with our debut of Eidos Tamers using the Animon Story gaming system. Thank you all for joining us because it's awesome. It's a big deal today. We have we have awesome friends here playing with us. We're trying our first attempt at a 3 hour campaign, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Um, go ahead and get through shout outs real quick. Um, First shout out goes to, honestly, Bella Gall. First shout out goes to Bella because of them doing the awesome artwork for the cover of the serial release. You can see part of it behind me here. It has been awesome seeing people interact with it. Bella, thank you so much for all your awesome artwork. You are a rock star. Thank you. Thank you. Um, Next, Eli. Thank you so much for your artwork for the campaign. The characters look great. Can't wait for you guys to just see more of these people's awesome artwork. You can check them out. You can find Bella on Pinterest and Tumblr, and you can find Eli on Instagram. They're just awesome people. And next, thank you, big shout out to Dawn here with us today. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been planning on this campaign for a while, dude. It's finally awesome to have you at our table. Thank you, dude. So it's great to have you guys. Um, Next, we promised shout outs for some authors who connected with us over the past few weeks. Um, can we? Yeah, so we have Sean Wilson. If you guys haven't heard of Sean, he has some awesome stuff coming through. Um, Ultimate Level 1 has absolutely exploded this year on Amazon. So please check it out. See what you guys think about it. And oh, looks like someone. Oh, well, yeah, you go. But check out Sean's story. He has a new story came out on Royal Road as well. So yeah, it's good stuff. Check it out. Next we have Troy Osgood, whose Connected Series Book 3 has dropped this week. Book three has chapters coming out this week. Be sure to check it out on Royal Road. And then next, I actually have a local shout out with an author. His name's Andrew Bigford. He released his book on Amazon, and it's doing well. It's getting traction. It'd be awesome for you guys to check it out. You'll see the links being popped up as we go through tonight in the chat. So please check them out. Let us know what you guys think. It'd be great to have some feedback there. What else we got? A huge shout out to Metal Weave Games. Uh, Metal Metal Weave Games is hooking us up hopefully with a couple of giveaways for this campaign. Been in touch with Andres. He has been great. He's going to be getting us hopefully a discount code so we can share with you all some of the stuff that Metal Weave Games has done. Metal Weave is the people who published this book. If you can see it, you can't see it too much because of my thing. It's all good. The Animon Story system is basically if you're a fan of Pokemon, Digimon, and Dungeons and Dragons, it is all three into one. And that's what we're going to be using tonight for this campaign. Big shout out to Zach Barreau, the guy who designed and developed the system. He has been awesome. Been able to talk with him a couple of times, and dude's really cool. So check out the system if you like these genres. It's really cool. Last but not least, we do have to have a disclaimer because the Animon Story system is designed for the tropes of Digimon, Pokemon, kids taming monsters, doing the thing. Eidos Tamers is more mature. Our characters will be in college, experiencing college life as the story progresses. So, because of the Creation Club disclaimer, we are including the disclaimer just to be safe. Don't want to step on anybody's toes. But yeah, so all of that to say, I released a web serial this week called Eidos Tamers, if you haven't picked that up. It is LitRPG, Monster Tamer, Monster Catcher, Apocalyptic, End of the World. Monsters basically in the world. in a science experiment gone wrong, and the only way humanity can survive is to learn how to actually tame these creatures with the system that comes into play. If you don't know what LitRPG is, it's easiest way to explain it is a system, game-like system takes over the world, and you have to survive in it. So it's pretty cool. It's a niche genre. It's been around, picking up for a couple of years, but it's got some traction, and I've enjoyed reading it. Some of the authors I've mentioned today have some awesome books in the genre, so please check them out. Please check out the web serial. You'll be seeing the link for Royal Road, stuff like that for the web serial. We are launching a Patreon either at the end of this week or next week officially. Patreon will get you some advanced chapters from the free chapters that are on Royal Road. So yeah, feel free to check it out. So that being said, this wonderful cast I have sitting here with me, let's go around and do some introductions. Whoever is immediately on my left, who would that be on screen?
Is anyone on your list?
That would be Eli. Eli, okay, on my right, my bad. Eli.
My name is Eli. I am an education student and an artist, and I work with Artificer Alley on several projects. My art has been seen on different projects like the recent Avatar Legends campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And I am happy to be here and happy to be playing in Eidos Tamers.
Awesome, thank you. Let's see here. Next, we would have, going under Eli, we have Bella. Bella, you're next on screen.
Hello, I'm Bella. I am proficient in shenanigans and other things. I do stuff, and I will do stuff here as well. Hurrah. That's all.
Awesome. And then last but not least, we have the one and only Dawn. Go ahead and do that intro, my brother.
All right. It's a pleasure to be here with you. It's a pleasure to play with you, amazing people. I am glad to come in here and get down and help you out with the launch of your story. I can't wait to read it myself, honestly. I'm Don, just a player here. I have real life. I do job stuff, mostly programming. Other than that, doesn't really matter.
Awesome. We have a shout out in chat. Hina is there. They love your artwork for Avatar, Eli. So
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. So without further ado, if you guys are ready to get started on this.
One question.
Mm-hmm.
It would be a bad idea to play kazoo on stream, right?
As long as it's not copyrighted, we're good.
All right. That's all.
Okay. So getting into this, kicking us off. The year is 2096. August 17th. You all are college students living in the city of New Orleans. You all have it's life like any other life. Young college students, no responsibility to too much responsibility. You all run the gamut. Last I remember, if we talk correctly, three of you all know each other. You all were friends in college, and we had Darius and we had Jackson as roommates. And going into your second year of college, you've noticed that a certain Jesse is not present on campus. And y'all may know why, y'all may not know why. But as you've all been getting settled in for the first day of school, getting settled into your dorms, finding your regular routines, Jesse has been nowhere to be seen. So, as you all are setting up your dorms, what are you going to do?
I think Jackson is very meticulously dividing the tiles in the room into strictly half and half between him and Darius. making sure not an inch is over to one side or the other.
Okay, I got you. And what is Darius doing?
Darius is like shouldering one box of just things. Some of it looks a bit, maybe they're monitors, maybe it's a tower, but he's just one hand over bringing up the last of his stuff, his monitor and stuff, and in the other arm it's just a bunch of like protein shakes, different mixers, different cups that just, why do you need that many cups? Like, and they're all just like
Because
splattered around, and he just has
Mhm.
both of them, and he just lands one bag, and he's like, "Got to be careful with the other."
Okay.
Lyson, my man.
Hi, Darius.
It's
Hi,
almost
Darius.
it's
Give me a
almost like
hug,
he's
man.
I'd rather
it's
not.
almost,
Okay, we're hugging.
Yeah,
it's almost like he's forgot your name, Jackson.
Jax.
Yeah.
It's all good. Not enough protein shake this morning. It's all good.
Good hug,
But
good hug,
yeah,
and we're done with that. Hmm.
Another year. You ready?
Yeah, you look ready. That's a word I would use to describe you in any situation, given how much you keep in any container anywhere.
Of course, you always gotta be ready, man. 'Cause you never know when it will go down, but when it does go down, you gotta be ready. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Oh, you will one day. And he just turns around, starts putting up his stuff.
Jackson swivels on his knee to do the exact same.
okay. So yeah, it is almost back to business as usual going into this new school year. Um, but as you guys get everything settled in, RAs come in, make sure everything's situated. Um, you have noticed that one particular Jesse is definitely missing. They have not made an appearance like they normally do. Um, it's very unlike them.
Have you heard
Uh,
from Jesse since summer?
they said they were still in town last time I talked to them on Discord, but I haven't saw them move in. I haven't seen I haven't seen them at all. Have you? Well, yes. Alright.
Yeah, I did ask if you had seen them, so
Oh,
that would,
true. I guess you
yeah,
wouldn't ask if I
yeah,
already.
yeah, we're getting there.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well,
So
the gift.
as you check Discord, you do notice that there is showing that they are online. And Jesse, what game would you be playing at this very moment instead of being like at college?
Probably an anime cookie clicker.
Noted. Noted. So as you check Discord, it shows they are online playing Cookie Clicker 15. And you're able to, if you want to, you can shoot them a message. You can do whatever you want to do.
Oh, I'm definitely shooting them a message. Hey, bud, what's up? What's your dorm room this year? Or
You
dorm
see,
number?
you see Jesse type for a good 5-10 minutes, and then it stops. After another 10 minutes, they send you a GIF, a generic GIF, just laughing. No follow up.
Okay, so classic Jesse. Hey, check this cool GIF. Completely. Wow, yeah, this is so funny. Check it out. I'll just show
that,
it to Jackson.
is that a raccoon laughing?
I know, right? So cute. So.
What does that mean?
Hmm?
What does that mean?
Oh, you're right. Uh, want to meet on campus? I guess it would be like the like common area, like the quad? Question mark, question mark, question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Is that what you send them?
That's what he sends back.
Okay, Jesse, you get a message, and I know, like, the cookie cutter has been awesome, but he is interrupting your playtime. So, as you guys don't get a response, Jesse is missing an action. So, let's see here. I am going to need you guys want to try to track Jesse down.
Of course, yeah.
It's a very low difficulty. We can either trust Jackson for his logic on this, or we can trust Darius on his survival instinct, being able to do whatever he wants to do, tracking or whatever. I'm gonna set the DC as a 2, and it's gonna be our first roll of the game. If you all would like to attempt to try to sit down and figure out where Jackson could possibly be.
He turns to you. Hey, Jackson. Jackson.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm not that good with all this tech stuff.
Really?
Well, unless it's like building it from scratch, I really don't like using other people's things. I like having my own, it's way more secure that way.
Yeah.
So, do you want to take a crack at, because I really have no idea where we should start. We should probably check our local hangs, I guess. You know where they would be better than I would.
Okay. We'll find them. So that was logic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I rolled 4 d6s.
46s.
Mm-hmm.
Difficulty is 2, so you need 2 or more, being 4 or higher.
Okay, I got 3 that are 4 or higher.
Yeah, so you succeed.
Okay.
So there is a awesome new like tech cafe out near the coast, near the lake.
Okay.
That you've seen them post over the summer about checking this place out. So you might want to give them a shot, see if they're there. They could be. Video game addiction's a thing.
Mhm.
Not want to belittle that. So we might need to go see if Jesse has just forgotten what today is.
Yeah. I mean, I saw them post about this internet cafe several times over the summer, more than I think someone should be posting about an internet cafe. So that might be a good first objective.
They were. All right, hold on. I'm probably gonna need something. He literally ruffles through one of the bags,
Mhm.
pulls out some instant ramen. They're probably gonna need something.
How many packs of that do you have, and why is it in that box?
Oh, this is the ramen box. Oh, this wasn't the protein box.
Okay.
Ramen. It's good to just grab and go sometimes. We just need some empty calories. You need something to spice it up. Do you want one? I have
No.
different flavors.
I don't.
Oh, don't worry. I
don't.
got them all imported from my trip to Japan. Hold on.
Yeah,
He
okay.
pulls out one. What do you like? Curry kimchi. I got sour bread. Like sour bread. It's just sour bread. It tastes like sour bread.
I figured, yeah.
Yeah. And bacon.
Jackson grabs the packet out of his hand and just walks for the door.
Before you head
Awesome.
out entirely, Jesse hits you up asking for photographs of just the school. That's all.
He'll bang out some. He'll check through the old photo gallery from first year. Whenever everybody gets to school the first time, they're always taking pictures and stuff. He'll just keep scrolling and scrolling in his image gallery. Pop a couple. Pick out a few pictures. Send them.
Jesse posts them to social media talking about moving into dorm.
So as you all make the trip
Okay.
just a couple of blocks down. You see these social media update of Jesse using the photos saying, "Yeah, another year at school, yay!" And I mean, you all are even tagged because these are old photos from last year. So, so as you walk, you're able to find the cafe. It's awkwardly enough, it's something similar, but not exactly Starbucks trademark. So, but as you all are like checking the cafe out, um, behind the cafe, like at the edge of the pavement and the sand, you see what looks to be would it be brand new or run down, Jesse?
It's secondhand, but it's clearly well made. Higher end, but secondhand.
Okay, you notice what looks to be a van that you can see. It looks like hashtag van life is like was like on a window and was possibly scraped off. Part of it could still be there, maybe. And you hear a familiar theme song of Anime Cookie Cutter 15 just coming out of it.
I think we
Volume all
found
the
them.
way up, Jesse singing along.
What's that? He would just go and be like on the side, or like I guess on like the back door. He'd just be like knock on it, like
Jesse pokes their head out the window, sees you, closes blinds fast as they can, falls on the floor. Silence.
We saw you.
Jesse, you know we saw you.
No, you didn't.
We brought snacks and sustenance.
How sustaining is a pack of ramen? That's a different topic. Jesse, open the door.
Is it ramen?
Instant ramen.
I already have that.
Have you eaten it?
It's out of date, but I have it.
All right. Come on, open up the door. Let us in. And explain.
What's there to explain? I have a van, and it's better than a dorm.
Did you just not want to stay in the dorms? I mean, that's a good way to save money.
I wanted to get away from Jackson.
What did I do?
Come
You
on,
know what you
Jackson.
did.
I
You
can't
gotta
recall.
apologize.
I haven't showered in a week. You don't want to come in right now.
That's fairly typical you, though.
I don't
How do
remember
you
you
know that?
showering at
Maybe-
all last year.
Did you?
Real quick, Jesse, like you closed the blinds and laid down, but did you even lock the door?
No. Does not occur to them to do that.
Yeah, Darius is just gonna try to like just jiggle the lock, see if it's comes, and he just opens the full back door.
Pause. Stands up. Definitely in a unwashed tank top and pajama shorts. Hello, Darius. Jackie.
Hi.
Jackson.
So what brings you here? Darius and Jack turn.
Jackson.
Me and JJ here are
Jackson.
here to check out the new digs, apparently. What is all this? Come on. Don't hold out on us.
Yeah, so surprise, surprise, I graduated early and in secret.
Congratulations.
You graduated in a year?
No,
Must have been all that time they spent not showering, you know?
no, actually, I inherited money from a Nigerian prince. That's the real story. You'd think it was a scam or something. It really lucked out with that one. Turns out, yeah.
So you graduated early, or you inherited money, or both?
From a Nigerian prince, I think you'll recall. He texted me on Discord. No, I think it was. Do I have? I got a message over email, and yes.
So you actually had royal Nigerian in your family?
Uh, it was a love affair in high school. I'm new.
Do you know what you're saying?
Look, I'm a pretty understanding guy. You can just shoot straight, you know?
Okay. I became a hitman.
I don't
Well,
think that's what he meant when he said shoot straight.
So what are you doing here? I heard he asked that. So what's the real reason you're here since you don't trust my answer?
we really just came to say hi and thought you probably need some of this. And he hands over like a normal, fresh, or I guess not expired
This
ramen
would be really
packet.
helpful if I had a microwave.
Oh, don't worry. You can just eat that straight. Don't worry. It's much better actually that you don't. You just.
But it's crunchy.
I know that's good. It
Well,
works out the mouth.
You're parked right outside a cafe. Could you not like go in
I'm
and?
banned.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of band, as you all are standing there talking, you see what looks to be a police officer walking up. Just like writing in a notebook, looks up, sees the doors open, and just
Jesse's
closes the notebook.
Jesse scrambles to the steering wheel, puts the car in drive while you're all inside, and just
Like the back door's still open, and
He is totally still standing, like in the street where we were just talking. I feel.
You guys want to get in real quick?
Oh, sweet. Where are we going?
There's an
So
officer coming.
get in. If you don't get in, I'm driving off without you.
Come on.
Jesse.
Get in.
He like
Jack o'
hesitantly
lantern, my little
steps
man,
in.
get in here.
He it's like furiously like cleans the spot, like very shoddily, just like moves some stuff around. I got you a
Don't
spot.
mess with my stuff.
He steps in before he even knows what he's doing.
Okay, the second you are all in the van, I start driving. I don't drive anywhere far. I just drive down to the nearest free parking. And then I stop.
it's literally like a 15-minute just parks.
This is my
Jesse.
favorite spot.
I gotta
Was that
say,
police officer coming for you?
for all the stuff in here and on the ground, that was an incredibly smooth drive.
It's a nice car.
Mm. How well does it hold up off road? I wonder. Just wondering.
I haven't tried that in particular.
Oh,
So-
what,
So I
haven't you
so
gotta?
like yeah, go for it. You're good.
Oh, dude, you gotta always test your vehicles off road. You never know when the roads might fail. Upkeep. Like, how well can this thing handle a collision? Do you
I
know
don't know.
the?
Want to find
You know
out?
the destruction points of the car, the crumple zones.
That sounds like a good activity with baseball bats next week.
So Jackson, as you're sitting in this mess and this smell that's permeating the van, for sure Jesse has been living in here. It's blatantly obvious. You can actually see their laptop where it's like slid off a table and is laying sideways, and you see where they were playing their game. You see it is actually paused and muted, but looks like they've been living in this van for a while, comfortably, but for a little while. And if you recall, they were supposed to be going home for the summer, which they had been living with their grandfather. And now here they are living in a van. You see mess. Um, you can recognize some of the signs that's happening around in this van.
I think Jackson sort of moves over and climbs into the passenger seat and like looks at
Still
Jesse.
gripping the wheel.
Jesse, how long have you been in this van?
But why are you asking?
I thought you were staying with your granddad.
So how's your mom?
Jesse, did something happen?
Did something happen to your mom?
I just kind of look at Darius, sort of signaling, "Help me."
Okay. First of all, let's put it in park and come on to the back.
It is in park. I'm just sitting up here. I
All
like
right.
my hands on the wheel.
Let's take the hands off and turn and look at your friends. All right. You told us you were excited to spend time with your granddad this summer
Yep.
and putting things together. This is a really nice van.
Yep. Used to go
Do you
camping in it.
Used to?
Yeah, Grandpa's been old for a while. That happens to people. They get old.
It doesn't hurt any less.
You're picking down? I'm not sure I'm catching what you're putting down, Mr. Man. Mr. Darius Man. You just see Jessie kind of start flicking the hula hoop girl so her hula swings.
What I'm saying is, it's okay to feel sad that your grandfather passed away.
I told you. Oh, right. That obvious? Yes. Okay. Get out of my van.
Jesse, we're not going anywhere.
Okay, you can stay, but only if we stop talking.
We're not stopping. Not going to stop talking.
Okay, let's talk about anime then.
You
We
know that is a great subject I always want to talk about, but not this time.
Why not?
Because
I feel like you're making a
you
big deal out of nothing. He was gonna die. People get old, they die. I knew that for a while. I knew what was gonna happen. It's fine.
are you sure it's fine?
Yes. I didn't expect it to happen this.
You don't have to be alone though, Jesse.
Sorry.
So as Jesse,
All right.
just kind of like throwing it back, like me. It's still early morning. I would say probably about 10:30, and you all feel your cell phones vibrate in your pocket. That being said, Jesse, you hear yours vibrate and chime somewhere in your van. And pulling them out and checking them, you see what appears to be a warning message advising everyone to stay in their homes. That Homeland Security is putting out this message in conjunction with Bartino Industries. And you recognize that name. Bartino Industries is one of the biggest scientific conglomerates in the world. So big that in each major city, they have a very huge research tower, about 150 floors of just top to bottom, cutting edge, top of the line science experiments, advancing everything. You all have received this message on your cell phones. You all are still in just Jesse's van.
We need to
We
get
need
back
to
to
head
campus.
back. We need to get back to our dorm right now.
Jesse, come with us.
Jesse,
You could stay in the van.
This is not shelter. This is a car. It's a nice car.
I'm actually with Jesse on this. We need to head back to campus, get the manual, get my bag, and get out of town.
Now he's speaking. Yeah, let's. Yeah.
Okay, I was on
Road
board for
trip.
half of that.
Look, this, and he pulls out his phone. This
What
is
about-
what they're all been talking about. This is about all the boards that I've been frequenting. Everyone says that the government is always in with these type of industries. There's one in every major city. That's not normal, okay? That means something is up. We need to get together and get out. It's all
At
in the
this-
folder that I have in my bag. We need to get my bag.
There's
this point-
also like fast food chains in every city. That doesn't mean that they're up to something.
That food is perishable. It won't last long enough for us to survive off of. I have areas for us to stay safe. Yes. In case whatever happens. Let's get my bag. Jesse, put in drive. Let's go.
Grab my phone first.
I guess he just starts pinging her. Just starts
Uh,
calling.
yeah,
their
so
phone.
I'm going to need a test from Jesse to see if they can actually find their phone.
Oh crap!
So as you
actually know the way to campus, so they need directions. Either that or somebody else is going to pull it up. What's the difficulty?
You're muted.
Oh yeah, difficulty of 3, because it is your van's a mess. You've been living in it for a bit, not been cleaned up.
I assume we're using logic for that one.
Sure.
I can't do that either way then.
Okay, so as Jesse begins to like just tear through things looking for their phone, it's very faint, but you'll hear a soft hum begin to just reverberate in the air.
Okay, we're driving.
So as you get to your van and start it, we never actually clarified if your van was going to work after this or not.
Make or break time.
So I'm going to roll and see.
Where's Jesse gonna hoard their crap?
That's a failure. So as Jesse gets in the driver's seat, the van's still running, puts it in drive, and tries to pull out of the parking spot. Halfway down the parking lot, it shuts off. And in the distance, you see a pulsing light in the horizon. A huge wave of force suddenly begins to come through the city. Next thing you know, all the glass windows in your van bust out, as well as the glass of each of the buildings around you. And you feel your van pick up and sway and land back down on its 4 feet, on its 4 wheels. And you all see all the lights that were on, from traffic lights, lights in buildings, everything, all of them just shut down, shut off, as people who are already, like, in the streets walking around just stop and look up and look to the horizon. Are you all going to get out of the van?
Jackson.
Darius, did your
No.
board say anything about this?
We need to go. We need to go now.
Okay, where are we going? What about?
Get out of the car.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get.
Wait, what are we grabbing? What are we grabbing?
We need. All your food is. Do you have any food that is still?
I have
Still
lots
edible?
of beef jerky.
Bet. Do you have a bag?
I got like 3 pairs of cargo pants that are definitely going to fit all of us.
Fine. We need to see if we can make it back to the dorm, get our things, and get out of town because this
Ham
is
just said Jesse got the magic school bus.
get your cargo pants and fill them as much jerky as you can. We're running.
On the way up, I do pick up a backpack that is empty of school books, and we leave.
Great.
So as you all step out of the van and begin to hit the streets, you can see looking up, everyone's looking up towards the direction of the tower. At the tower, there is a beam of what looks to be just light shooting into the atmosphere. It's pulsing, humming. Feel the noise is just humming over the entire city of New Orleans. As you all begin to look around and watch, you actually see fragments of the very top of the tower beginning to break off the tower and falling to the ground. And each of you suddenly feels a pain. And let's see here. What is your dominant hand?
Jesse, mine,
Right.
right?
You're right. You feel a pain in your left forearm. It begins to prickle. And as you all look down, moving sleeves from hoodies, jackets, or if just t-shirt, next thing you know, appearing on your forearm out of nowhere, you see what looks to be a metal bracer about the width, halfway from your wrist to your forearm. It looks like a funky looking cell phone, but you feel pins piercing your skin under your forearm. And you see as it begins to appear in form, a golden hue of energy kind of dissipates, scattering particles around you. And you are wearing some weird, funky contraption that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere.
Darius, was this on your boards?
Nothing like this.
Hey, Darius, did you ever prep for an isekai?
Yeah, that is one of the things. I was in more of a medieval kind of thing, or maybe like ye olden Japan times, like war eras. Nothing really goes sci-fi into things that we read.
Is this an anime thing?
Yes, Jackie.
He's gonna-
Yes, it's an anime thing.
He's gonna try to interact with it. Like he said, it's like a funky phone, so he's gonna like touch the screen, like turn it on, see if it has like
You know,
tap to awake. See.
As you tap on it, you actually feel it vibrate as the screen lights up. And as you're looking at the screen, text begins to kind of scroll across it, saying system initialization starting. Eidos Project Ogen initializing. Survive, bond, and thrive together.
I'm gonna look around for the nearest store around us. What we're in New Orleans. I'm assuming we're we're still in like the whatchamacallit, the college, the college part where everybody, there's like shops and everything very that college themed. Are there any
Yeah.
stores that have like just bags or things and like goods
Oh,
of food around?
absolutely. You see, there's, everything from convenience stores to like just regular old college tourist stores. It's definitely where you're at. It's like a college town area of the city for sure.
All right. Awesome. So seeing Survive, Bond, and
Thrive together.
thrive together. Jesse, this car has been in your guys' family for somewhat time. You guys, you went out and drove, right?
about 35.
Okay, so did you ever, you and your granddad ever like open it up and good look inside or anything?
I can't tell you what the model is, but I have done some fixing on it, if that's what you're asking.
Try to fix it. Hey JJ, I'm gonna need you to lock in my buddy. And you see that convenience store over there?
Yeah.
Find canned beans or anything canned, and I'll meet you right back where Jesse's car is with some bags. We need to go. If they
Do
can't get
either
started, we're gone.
do either of you have like cash on you? I left
Don't
my
worry.
wallet.
Don't worry
I've
about
got
that.
money. I've got money. I pull out a wad of $100 bills and just hand it to JJ.
I didn't even
Great.
have
He
this.
is going to like take off for like the nearest like I'm assuming there's like a theme store with like bags and stuff. That's all he needs. He just needs like duffel bag,
Mhm.
backpack, a supply store of like it can be like a normal like theme store for our college. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
He's just gonna
Yeah.
book it to the nearest one that's within close, and he can keep eyes.
Alrighty. So, mhm.
Question for the DM. Is there any way that a collaborative effort could pool both of our stats?
Yeah, what for?
I'm assuming fixing the car would be a logic space, and Jesse does not have high logic. At all.
Okay. What was your talent again?
Or never give up.
Never give up. Okay. So I will let you roll if you want to attempt to work on it while they're trying to get stuff. What we'll do is we'll make it a collective pool of rolls to see how well you succeed. Okay.
Okay.
So as you begin to work on the van, Jackson, you have a wad of money that you just go with you to the store. Darius, you take off looking for bags. The next thing you guys know, as you all like, you've all made it to your respective tasks, you hear this loud, reverberating, screeching sound reverberate across the city, piercing your ears. You feel it reverberating through your chest. You hear more crashing, and as you look towards the tower, you see what looks to be a collection of 4 ginormous wings sprouting from the top of the tower. A long serpentine neck with a huge face that looks almost like a dragon comes out of the top of the tower, putting one claw down, another claw down, more of the building beginning to crumple as it roars one more time, spreads all 4 of its wings, and jumps off the building and begins to fly over the city.
Jackson ducks into the store.
Working faster now, cussing.
Looking
Whispering it
around,
though.
specifically, do I see any camping shops now? Because he was fine with just going whatever and getting things. Now he's looking for something.
College town, Bubba. College town.
College town with a beach nearby.
No one has that, but they might have.
Harpoons.
So as you are trying to come up with a game plan,
Mhm.
as you find yourself just kind of going through the mode through like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? This dragon flies over the city, and coming from the tower, from the source of this energy, you begin to see smaller, what looks like smaller, different sized creatures just appearing, some flying in the air, avian, some sliding down the tower, holding on to it, others falling to the ground. And then, almost like the wave of energy that forces its way through the city, of the faintest of a sound of a pop, monsters begin to appear all over the place, filling the city, appearing in shops, appearing everywhere. You all are suddenly surrounded as you begin to hear screams of terror through the streets as everyone begins to panic as monsters roar and cry. Chaos ensues. What are you all going to do?
Have any appeared in the store that Jackson is in?
Not yet. They are on the streets, and they are beginning to like chase down and actually attack people on the streets. The windows of the store were already busted out, so you don't have like you have like some like a shelf of snacks or whatever
Yeah.
is between you and and those busted out windows.
I imagine it being like a convenience store where there's like, the department store section that like no one ever really shops in. He like grabs like a hoodie to make like a makeshift bag and starts like sliding things off the shelves and into the bag. And then he like takes the wad of money and throws it towards the counter because he's not got time to do the math, and he just like starts looking for an opportunity to dart out of the store.
I need you to give me a logic test
Okay.
to see what you managed to grab.
All right.
Be a difficulty of 3.
And I
Eh,
got 3 successes.
Okay, so yeah, you managed to grab plenty of proper snacks, things that will last, canned goods, maybe a roll or 2 of toilet paper. Even man, you guys are gonna be high rolling. So, pun intended, apparently. So as y'all like grab everything, you dart out. You dart out the building. What is Darius doing as all this begins to happen?
He is going to focus back in on the little, what would you call it? Like theme shop that he was going towards. He's going to, since the window's already busted out, he's already going to like make sure they haven't gotten in and do the same thing. He's going to run in, get some bags, some clothes, and more more of like the material he's normally used to, more of the stuff that's stretchy, you can move in, you can get dirty, and you just like run through water and it'll just come off. And since we are in a beach town, he's going to look for something like maybe a fishing rod or something, uh not a parasol. It's basically just some supplies that you can set up like a little tent, that you would set up on outside on the beach. You'd see something, to keep the rain off. Essentially, anything like a tarp or something. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see here. Give
Can
me,
you
I guess,
use
it'd be a logic test
survivalist?
or survivalist. So you get to add that for that d6 for the survivalist into your pool, equal to the number for your survivalist plus your logic. Um, so give me. I'm gonna say since you specifically went hunting for this stuff and knowing where to go, Ham and chat was like, "Dang, the gang got an early start to the looting." Um,
Hey, when you're in the mindset, when everyone's like, "Oh," you should be okay. I'm going.
There is a dragon.
Don't
yeah,
stop. All
yeah.
gas no brake.
Darius was a doomsday prepper, so it is. I get it. So as you, so I need you to roll 4 loot. So we use logic plus your d6 pool for your survivalist and go from there.
I have 2 logic and 3 ranks in survivalist. So that's going to be
Okay.
5d6 I'm rolling.
Yes, and be a difficulty of 3.
3. I pass it 2 times. Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. I pass it 4 out of 5 times. Let's go.
Awesome. Okay. So as you grab everything that you need, you succeed. It's almost like boop, boop, like you actually see somebody else prepping. Like, need this, put that in the pile, put this. You just walk up, grab the bag full of like tent stuff, just sweet, and you're gone with it. So you didn't even have to do all the digging. It was already there for you because it is now survival of the fittest, baby. Like
Guys,
it is hitting the fan as you find yourself having to now dodge monsters, probably using that bag with a tent to knock them out of the way as you're trying to get back to Jesse and Jackson and the van. So Jesse, you are trying to get your van running.
That I am.
Okay. So, what was your talent one more time? I'm going to write it down so I don't forget.
Never give up.
Never give up. I am going to let's see here. That would be you have a 1 beside never give up, right?
That's what it said to put.
Okay. We're going to leave it at 1 for now because of roleplay reasons. What is your highest stat in?
My highest stat is in spirit, actually.
Okay.
So nothing that would help with fixing a car.
Okay. Go ahead and take what was you said you had a 2 in logic?
Mhm.
And you have a 1 in never give up. That will give you 3d6.
What's the difficulty?
It's going to be a difficulty of 3.
Manifesting. You got this.
No.
Okay. What was going to do? How many successes did you get? How many of them was over 3?
About 1.
Okay, it's fine. It's 1 because you're going to be working on this while they go out and while they come back. So you get 2 checks. So try again.
Okay, I got 2 more.
That is 3. So as you two are like rushing back to the van, you see Jesse like run around, jump into the driver's seat, turn the key, and you just hear it like. You see Jesse just and it starts.
If they aren't near me, I am driving to them.
Oh, they are near you. They are coming in. You all will have to shut the hood, but you all can make it to the van. Just you throw the stuff in as you all take off in what could be van life, end of the world. And are you all telling Jesse to go towards the campus? Where are you all telling Jesse to go?
Where are we going? Drive, drive, drive.
We need to get out of the town. We need to get out of town as soon as possible. We need to head straight. Shit, this is New Orleans. I have no concept of where. We need to head straight for essentially the woods or the wooded area as far away as you can. We need to get out of the major cities. Take as many back roads as you can, and I know you know where they are.
That I do. There's one right by the ocean. Let's go. Jackson, you good?
Ah,
Okay, sit down. Me too.
he's
okay,
putting on
guys.
like 2 different seatbelts.
It's okay, guys. It's all according to plan. All
I
according
need you
to
to
plan.
understand that Jesse is not a good driver.
This is according to plan?
Well, it was more Plan K, and I'm pretty sure I had more things for like Z through
How did
A5, but this is better than all of us losing at least one limb, which
how
I
did
did assume more that you would lose a limb. Honestly, that's like 12 of the plans was like talking you down from, hey, you don't need this foot, hey, you don't need that toe. So it's much better, honestly, than I thought we would get.
My, it's y'all good with going and staying at my granddad's lake house by any chance?
Sounds great.
That's fine.
What's the general
Yeah.
area? How barricaded can we make the lake house? Do we have
So-
any-
So as you all are having this conversation,
Mhm.
and Jesse, as you were like, okay, heading to the interstate, as you go to turn, there is an immediate pileup of cars that had died, just like yours, with people trying to get out of them. Monsters are on top of the cars. The road is completely blocked.
We'll say we're trying to go back roads, not trying to hit the main roads with like
Mhm.
stuff. Oh, but
So,
I don't know. I don't. contribute,
so
Did we have to get on the interstate to get to the back roads?
probably.
because you guys are like literally on the at the lakeside or ocean side of like near Mercedes-Benz Stadium trademark. Okay, so like there's like 3 college campuses out through that area. We were looking earlier today to make sure we knew where the area we were going to be in. So you all have like as you're trying to go through, you're having to dodge monsters. Monsters are jumping at the van. Are you trying to dodge the monsters, or are you actually trying to hit them, or what?
The small ones I will hit.
Uh,
You're muted.
I know. I
Jesse,
was okay. Okay, I am
You think
ignoring you,
these
chat.
things are
I do have
edible?
that. So you do notice as you like actually hit thump, you actually see what looks to be like particles of just light sparks just flaring up around the van.
That's not supposed to happen.
So as you all keep driving, finding like thankfully you do find, like I said, the roads are being blocked down because of the regular morning traffic was still in place when everything shut down. So you all would probably actually have to move cars if you're going to try to get through these roads, or you're all going to have to attempt to take the van off road. What's the plan?
uh, you said you guys went camping, right? How was the path up there? Gravel or all
Gravel.
road?
We took usually gravel and then some weird backwards with all the vines. As long as we're not trying to cram through some trees, I say we just turn onto the sand right now. Is there sand? I'm not actually paying attention to my surroundings in case you weren't noticing, and then I swerve into another animal.
Um, I JJ, do you have any ideas? I think we go
No.
off road. Okay, you're gonna wanna you might want to take a third seatbelt. Let's take this off road.
Hey,
And
JJ,
Yeah.
real quick,
in the middle,
breathe in,
like hunkering
4.
down.
Hold it, 4. Exhale, 5. I don't actually know if those are the numbers, but you're gonna do it that way, okay?
I'm like scanning out the window. Do we see the dragon anywhere?
You do not see the dragon. The dragon has definitely flown off. But as you're like looking out the window, you see what looks to be like just this huge, like reptilian, like bipedal creature just slam into the side of the van, claw. Because remember, the windows are busted out. So it's like its snout comes in like this close to your face, snapping at you.
Jesse, drive. Jesse, drive. Jesse, drive.
Can I use the big tent and just try to like push it out the window? Like, can I use
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
reflex?
Sure. Yeah, difficult. Yeah, this thing's like in the way. It's like difficulty of 2. It has hardly anything to hold on to. So go for it.
Real quick, there is a hood opening you can use if you want to get it from the top.
Okay. What was that? Difficulty 2? All for success.
All 2, all for success. So
Okay.
as you like grab that tent, just bow right in its jaw, like its face, its muzzle. You see it like its head throw back, and you hear it like rolling, like down the road as
How far away does it roll?
it rolls like it hits and it rolls back. It
Well,
rolls away as your van's like, because you're still driving, right?
I was gonna ask if I could reverse on it, but
If you want to.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
okay, I
please.
hit reverse as fast as I can until I hear something. I don't know what it is, and then I start going forward again.
Okay, so you all like feel the van just suddenly stop, reverse, and like go back. They hit things, plural. You don't know what those plural things are, but they hit things. Puts it in drive and go. So being able to like take like you find yourself like going on sidewalks. You find yourself having to like actually drive under bridges, trying to find going out like I would say because of van life, this thing would have 4-wheel drive. You would be able to actually make this thing work. You find yourself going through some like small parts of just shallow water, like spraying water into the van, but you all manage to go up, find yourself like making it onto an on ramp of one of the bridges further down off of the section where you guys were. And you all are beginning to head out of the downtown area of New Orleans. Traffic is still crazy. Monsters are appearing everywhere. But as you drive, are you all trying to leave the city? What are you all trying to do?
believe Jesse is taking us to the lake house.
The
Mhm.
grandmother.
I
Okay.
just flip my head around to look at everyone, make sure they're good. Okay,
Something hits Darius, and he'll just keep that to himself. We're going on to your lake house, right? Your granddad's lake house. Just gun it full speed. Don't worry about
okay,
anything
I know a
else.
shortcut through the woods.
Okay.
Seatbelt.
I'm gonna try to tap on my the arm bracer. See what's coming up. Just like, is it just that message repeating over and over?
Currently, yes. You're not getting any details, but as you begin to cycle through it, you do see finally, as you get the screen to swipe to the side, one button that appears just says capture.
All right.
Don't touch the doodad. Don't touch the doodad. Don't touch. Or what? Are you touching the doodad?
Don't worry, guys. Let me see if you all have the same thing. You, Jesse, focus on the road. Focus on the road. Yep, 10 and 2. That's great. It's great, buddy. Hey, JJ, how are you doing, man? Everything good? You breathing?
No.
Oh,
I have some Xanax in the back.
Why do you have that?
It
What is-
belongs to someone else, actually.
Who did it belong
the
to?
2000s? Okay, I'm gonna need you real quick.
Uh,
Just swipe on your the little phone wrist thing. Just swipe on your phone wrist. Let me see.
I
Do you also
can
get
only bend at the elbows because of all the seatbelts. Okay. Do I see anything?
You see where, as the welcome message is moved to the side, a small button that just says capture on the touchscreen.
Why does it say capture? What am I like catch?
Hey, you're a smart guy. Weird things start coming out. Live, survive, bond, thrive. I'm so sorry for butchering that. What do you think?
You're
will
perfectly
happen?
fine.
Who wants us to catch the monsters?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
Uh, so this is turning out to be more like Plan T for Truck Coon than we had
No,
thought.
no. We don't want.
Yeah.
Actually, Truck Coon is the best role to be in an isekai.
Well,
Well, no.
the light
No.
was the Truck Coon in this analogy, and the world is probably fucked. Don't think about that though. What you need to think about is, uh, can you take one arm and swipe to the side
Huh?
on your little bracer? Just you swipe, and you see
Just read it.
capture.
Does capturing you two count?
I don't wait. I'm gonna
Check.
Don't.
try to. I'm gonna tap capture. I'm just gonna like pat him on the side, like.
You actually get a notification that says incompatible.
Did it work? Am I
Seems
caught?
you're incompatible.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
I mean,
Scientific
a
method,
number of
right?
things.
He presses it again and touches Jesse.
Incompatible.
I knew we were incompatible.
Well, I don't think it means it that way. We need you know those smaller monsters that we were just that Jesse was just running over?
Yeah.
I think
No,
we
it's-
I think we need to test this out.
Did you see those things? They were tearing the city apart.
You're telling me
Exactly.
if you are
And
telling
sorry.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I left all my weapons back home, so I really don't have anything to protect us with. But, you know, you've been in this situation. You played at least one game.
If
You
we are
fight fire. Come
if
on,
we're
Jesse.
if we are Pokemoning this or something, is TM
Trademark.
trademark. If I don't know
Please
what
don't
we're
banish us,
if we're
Nintendo.
if let's go for one of the big ones then. No, wait, how do we cut?
No, I don't want. You two can. I don't want to. I'll stay at the lake house.
Well,
That's fair.
the thing is, these things are popping up. Can't I'm assuming we saw them spawn and just slide down. But we've also saw them on the road, like far away from the tower, right?
Yep.
These things aren't just coming from the towers, which,
Full stop.
as I said,
Okay, starts driving again.
So as you stop and start driving, it's very faint, but like something darts out across the road, and you feel thunk, thunk, like you hit a like it sounded like a boulder had just rolled out in front of you. Thunk, thunk,
wait, just stop.
and
Okay,
you actually
I'm stopping.
you feel the
Tell me
van
if I
like
need to
like
start driving.
it's like out of the van. You actually feel the wheels are out of alignment, and you're having to like stop the van to the side.
Did we hit a person?
That's probably the least of our
Not the
worries
worst
right
thing
now.
we could hit.
Jesse, I threw away all your money.
It's okay, I have more.
That's good burning, actually. Money, good kindling. So hey guys, I'm gonna need your help outside. Actually,
What's
You
outside?
okay?
the thing you just hit, and with that, he'll
Okay, I'm grabbing
he'll like
something.
look out. He'll look out the blown out window for like make like a quick once over on like the area around us. Since well, there's no window, so you just look around. Yeah.
So as you look around, um, like you guys are like a little bit ways like up off of on a bridge, like heading out of the city, and something is like landed on like is like on the bridge that you've hit. In the distance, you do see like some flying creatures around, but where you're at right now, the few creatures that you do see out are further away, fighting amongst themselves. So, but as you look back, it looks like you do see what looks to be a almost like a sandstone color clump of rock, like muddy rock, just laying in the road. And then you suddenly like see it shake a little bit and try to get up and fall.
It's injured.
Just a
Let's get
rock.
that one.
Are we sure
Okay,
it's not just a rock?
Well,
I grab a sheet. Worst case scenario, we suffocate it. Best case scenario, we trap it.
he'll pull out the bundle of poles that is the tent, and he'll be like, JJ, we're gonna need
Yeah.
you here.
JJ.
I wasn't compatible with you two. That's probably because, we're all humans. But compatibility might play a part. So all of us needs to come out.
Also, you're the only one with a brain. Wait.
What?
Actually, Darius, you have a brain in your head, right?
Yeah, it's still there.
I can't tell. JJ, we need you.
Yes, come on.
I'll unclick the back of the van. Just step out with whatever tool it is that Darius has just given me.
I, in
What
fact,
is
just
that?
didn't want to die alone.
I'll give
What did
actually I will give him like the the tent. so you feel safer.
Okay. I approach the boulder.
So as you all like slowly approach the boulder, you see what looks to be like covered in like mud, dirt, dust. You actually see what looks to be rocks have flaked off this thing. As it tries to stand up and it looks at you, it looks like a house cat made of rock. And as it looks up at you, it hisses, and you see it like actually like try to swipe at you, but it like crumples like kind of crumples a bit, more of the rock kind of breaking off. And as the rock begins to like break off this thing, brown particles of energy kind of begin to appear, dissipating and floating in the air off of this thing. And you recognize the particles floating away as the same type of particles you saw coming from under the van as you all were hitting the more squishier monsters earlier.
As I get closer to it, I sort of turn my hand. I let go of the pole that Darius gave me, and I sort of turn my hand around and just gently sort of hold it out to it and turn my face away.
Okay. So as you do, so you're going to try to offer it your hand, like your dominant hand or the hand with the bracer.
It would probably be my dominant hand.
So as you bring out your dominant hand, this thing is fully feral, fully aggressive, fully on attack, and it is actually going to try to take a bite at you.
Can I lob the blanket at it?
As it goes to attack in response,
Oh.
I'd say you all, yeah, it would be like almost like holding an action. Yeah.
Okay.
I got, well, since you're offering the hand, it's kind of a low DC.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 successes.
Okay.
As you actually feel this thing, as it opens its mouth, fangs that look like just sharp rocks, and they like dig deep into your hand, the claws, as it kind of wraps around you. Like, I mean, it's trying to take your hand off. You feel it jerking your hand
After it,
away. But you see more of the particles like actually like begin to dissipate. And as it's biting you, it gets weaker, but still just as ferocious in its hurt state.
I'm sort of like shaking my arms, like trying to fling it off, and I think eventually I'm just like using both hands.
Stop! I'm trying to wrap the blanket around it and
And
try to pull it off. If you're
I
really-
imagine as I'm like flailing around, I eventually like smack the wristband as it's flinging on.
As you try to fling your arm, this thing is a boulder. It is heavy. So you're like, it's like very faint, very like it's like dragging around. Your panic and adrenaline kick in. And as you do, you hit capture, and you all watch as the particles of energy that begin to dissipate off of this cat, dispersing off this feline, kind of begin to get sucked into his bracer as the cat disappears. And all the particles that make up this living monster is sucked into this bracer that he's wearing. You see on your bracer synchronization in progress. As the last of the particles go in, synchronization complete. Eidos successfully tamed and paired to Jackson Blake. The side of the bracer ticks open, and inside, about the width of your hand, it seems to be a crystal almost shaped like a D8. It's glowing deep brown, the same color as the particles. And your right hand is tore up pretty good. But you have successfully captured this thing.
he's immediately gonna come open the bag. Did the guy get any first aid? Like for, new dorm first aid or anything?
With the success, yeah, absolutely.
He's immediately gonna start going to bandage and
I
like
am. Sorry, go ahead.
no, that's all. He's just going to start bandaging and spray, antiseptic, all the normal health stuff.
I was just gonna say, Jesse, while you're doing that, is examining Jackson's arm very closely, almost creepily.
Jackson is like staring at nothing, and he just like, Darius, which plan has this arm getting taken by a rock cat?
Doesn't smell any different.
Well, plan Q,
There was
and usually it's like the whole arm. So this is like much better than that situation. Although we would have to take the arm because that was subterranean zombies. But don't worry about that. Let's just get you nice and bandaged up, buddy.
Uh-huh.
So, as you all have managed to essentially capture one, as he's staring off into nothing, you all actually hear the sounds of roars and growls of other creatures that are on the bridge. Kind of reminds you, like, oh, we're not alone. As you all begin to make your way quickly back to the van, trying to bandage his arm. Um, real quick in the chat, casually, Ham did ask which plan is this, Darius. So as you all get in the van and you're trying to explain this to Jackson, as Jackson has asked this, as you all are getting settled in, you're back in the driver's seat, and you all take off. You all have successfully managed to capture one Eidos.
There. Sit down. Where? Here. Darius, do you know how to drive a van?
Of course, got everything, including my CDL.
Okay,
You never know what you're gonna come across when scavenging the wastelands, whatever comes across, and he'll jump in, click the seatbelt, check the mirrors, of course, check the back seat. Hold on, and he guns it.
So as he guns it, and you two are in the back, what are y'all going to do?
I'm like checking out the screen and just saying, it called it an Eidos. I think that's what these are. These are Eidos.
That's
Okay,
a cool
big
name.
brain. All right, big brain man, what are you gonna do about that?
Are there any new options for me to click on?
Good question. Also
There
examining
is.
Jackson.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there is. As you swipe over, you actually see a little point that says Eidos. You're able to click it, and it shows Eidos information, no name. It says yeah, it'd be, so it's a cat, so it would be like feline level 1, affinity earth, and then it would have a list of moves. You also see, like, it's like it says like has abilities, and then it has techniques, and in the techniques you see one that says like castle walls, like rare. You see invigorate twice, but with different levels, and then what was your third one? Rock smash, and then you see a rock smash is there, and then you see where it says gear 1 empty, upgrades 1 empty.
This is like a game.
This is
It
an
it,
RPG.
it looks like an RPG, a game.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes it from plan I to plan. What was that? M.
We just keep
Alright.
going up and down the alphabet here.
Well, they do kind of loop back around. Then I have to add numbers. If I had my binder, I'd show you the full, like, it kind of folds out into a spreadsheet I made. But by the way, am I going the right way? He's just to you.
Hold on. Walks up. Okay. Now go on that weird. No. Backtrack.
Okay.
Reverse. Okay. So you know that weird right turn that we Right there.
That scarp, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
as they're doing that, you notice, like as you're looking at these options, Jackson, there is one button that says summon.
I think while Jesse's trying to lead Darius and Jackson's a little bit by himself, he's so in a daze, his arm is still throbbing from the pain. Just without even thinking about it, he just hits the button.
Okay, so as you hit the button, it says load crystal to summon.
I pick up the little brown crystal and just try to put it on the arm.
So as you put it into place, like you see it gets pulled into the bracer. The bracer lights up, and suddenly brown particles begin pulling out of the bracer. Like it's small, kind of like behind them, like they really can't see it. But next thing you know, sitting beside you, like in the back of this van, is said Rock Cat, who it looks like he's possibly seen better days, but looks like he's recovered a bit. And like he kind of like tries to shake out, and you see like dust just, and then he like sits down, and suddenly you feel an emotion hit you that you recognize is not yours. It's very curious, very chill, which you definitely recognize is not you right now. As this creature kind of looks at you, and very gravelly, like you hear like imagine someone who's like smoked 6 packs and then try to meow as like rocks are like crunching in his throat, and he like almost coughs, clears it up, and you all finally hear the cough and the gravel as it finally meows at you, looking at you, and a soft purr begins to fill the van. The purr is very deep and gravelly.
I reach out my wounded arm again, and as I get close to, I feel that emotion turn violent, or does it still feel calm?
It's very calm. It's purring as you
I,
hold your hand out, and it kind of, you feel like headbutt, and immediately you just feel like sandstone. Like there is like it's a strange sensation, like it looks like fur. We should feel like fur, but it is full sandstone in texture.
you're a rough feeling little Eidos. Is that what you are? It doesn't understand me. That's great.
At all. It's just like, huh?
I thought it would be like a game and they would understand us, but it's a cat. That is a cat.
What?
I brought it back. It's here.
Okay.
Like
I tried.
it's very subtle, but over your bond, like this empathetic bond that you have with this creature that you just summoned,
Mhm.
you feel almost it's like a shrug.
I go to try and like get under its arms to pick it up, but I imagine it's way too heavy for Jackson to actually lift. So he just. You can turn around and look at it if you want.
2 things.
Almost
I
gonna
look at
fix my ear.
Darius. What plan is this?
Plan. Right now, it's kind of planned. Nothing really captures the essence of this, but the closest one would be, what did I just say? Plan K, I think it was, or
I think we
Plan
were on plan
M.
I.
We were on I. That's more isekai. That's more we go there. Plan K is more it comes here, and that's way more that way. But I was expecting way more like sword and board classes than uh monster tamer. But you know,
Okay, you're still
here we
driving.
are.
Okay, you're still driving, so I turn around,
Mhm.
I walk up to Jackie. Jackie,
Jack
Look at-
attack.
look at him, look at the cat, look at him, look at the cat. You like cats?
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay, why are you trying to pick it up? I'm asking while I'm helping you pick it up. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Where it needs to go, I mean.
Oh, it's a good 50 plus pounds. It's a rock. Like it's heavy.
I
Then
just
we
start
pick it up
patting my lap.
together. Okay.
Told you guys to go for my morning runs and workout routine, right? You
Putting it
guys
on the
never
chair?
came along.
Let's put it on the next on the seat so you can sit with it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Seems pretty docile now, though. You
So
think that's
like,
part of
as
the
you
process?
as you like lay it there, it's just like, huh, yeah, just we're here, just hanging out. Like you see it like looking at you, is like still trying to like, it's you can actually feel it assessing you through your old mutual bond,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of disconcerting because this thing is looking at you. It is taking you in. You can feel it like you can almost feel it judging you. So it's a cat. So, and so as Darius is driving, as Jesse and Jackson are in the back trying to deal with this rock cat, we are going to take a quick break. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Gonna let everybody just get up and stretch a bit. We still got about an hour and a half left, so don't go anywhere. We will be back soon. Thank you all so much.
Okie dokie.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. So, real quick, for an announcement, we was going to talk about some of the awesome stuff we have coming down the pipeline this month. Um, if you guys have been able to check into our Fallout campaign that we've had going on Mondays, we have been gifted very graciously from Bouncy Rock Entertainment one Steam key for Telspire, which is the virtual 3D software that they've been using for that campaign. It's a full 3D virtual tabletop emulation system, and it is fantastic. It's gorgeous. Rune, our resident game master for Fallout, has been showing some awesome assets and awesome stuff through it. So at the end of the month, we'll be giving away one Steam key to someone who has subscribed to Artificer Alex channel. So get your subscription in. That will put you in the running for the free Steam key. The software normally goes for $25. So we want to make sure that if you guys are fans of tabletop RPGs, if you want to be able to just have fun creating awesome virtual maps, virtual interactions, this software is awesome. It's still in beta, so they're still developing it as they go. So there are bugs here and there, but the software is gorgeous. It is fun to watch. You can run almost any system on it. It's very interactive. So all subscriptions to Artificer Alley's Twitch channel put you in the running for the Steam key. What else we got going on? Yeah, the web serial launch. We have a podcast going on with El Inner Geekdom. It's what day is that going? What day is that going? Thursdays at 8 p.m. So check that out. It's they got some awesome stuff going on. I should have known that on top of my head because I'm supposed to be on tomorrow, and I'm just it's been a long week with this launch. So yeah, come check out the podcast on the Inner Geekdom. We'll be talking about some of the upcoming video games that they've announced going into the new year. We'll be talking about, I know I'll be talking about Monster Hunter Wilds and a few other things, more on brand for the web series because we're promoting this web serial. And it's going to be some awesome stuff. So come hang out, ask questions in chat. It'd be great to see you guys there. The web serial release so far has been going really well. As it being my debut novel, it's like it's been fun. I did not I never imagined this would be the first thing I try to release and publish on my own outside of college, and it has been so much fun. Seeing some people's excitement for it, especially Ham's. Thank you, Ham. It has really been encouraging. It's been cool to see these reads and these favorites kicking up. So, if you're interested in Eidos Tamers and more stories kind of like this, check out royalroad.com. You can find Eidos Tamers on there. Leave a review, rate it, leave a review, do all kinds of cool stuff. We have some awesome stuff coming down the pipeline for that over the next 2 months. We're planning on finishing up Patreon so we can launch a Patreon and try to get you guys some advanced chapters, which means there's more support, helps us, which helps Artificer Alley, it just helps everything and keeps us going. So please check into that. It'll be a lot of fun. Be great to have you guys there. So I think that's it. That's it for the break announcements. So picking up where we left off, you all have a cat, a rock cat, not a rock lobster, a rock cat. So Darius is driving. I would say about an hour or so has passed. You guys have made it out of the city, dodging traffic, having to go off road, go around things. I'm going to need a reflex test.
Okay.
Okay. For what purpose?
And it'll be a reflex test from the driver.
Okay.
Because going off road means you could get stuck. And so using some of your survival, so you'll be able to use your survival stuff to add to it. Go ahead and give me it'll be full skill test, difficulty of 3.
3. 5. 5 successes.
Awesome. So with that, you're driving just fine, able to. You all feel the van kind of just lumber, going over things, taking its time. and the cat's just chilling, just and like it was said in chat, Jackson was found wanting. But over the hour or so, you feel like cat's just chilling. Like it just looks up at you on occasion. It's still purring.
I try to like scratch behind its ear.
And it's rock. Like you're like scratch, scratch, scratch. Like it's just almost like nails on like rock. It's- But as you do it, like the cat kind of like he like leans in.
I get like one nail scratch in, and I'm not doing that, so I just start like rubbing with the pads of my fingers.
And like it starts to like there's the full cat thing where it rubs its cheek in, kind of like yeah, you're mine. This isn't bad. So after about an hour and a half, I would put it about noon, a little after noon, and you are coming across what looks to be an exit and a couple of convenience stores, and you do see a few mons like running around in the some of the in the yards around it, but you see that the glass this far out isn't busted out, and these convenience stores haven't really been ransacked yet. Then you see every now and then you will see the occasional person just trying to like leave, get further away from the city as possible. You could even still see the light from the tower this far away, shooting up into the atmosphere. And this far away, you can also notice that there's more than one from the major research towers in some of the major cities around the area.
Okay.
So you're seeing an exit come up. The Mon population is smaller at this point. It's still expanding out, but it's on its way. So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna slow our track a little bit, and I'm gonna find like an out of the way where there are less mons.
Mhm.
I'm going to like slow us to. We're still gonna move like a little bit, but it's gonna be like a crawl, like just keeping the wheels turning in case we need to book it, so we're not fully stopped.
Okay.
And he's gonna turn back and just be like, "All right, guys, so show and tell." And he takes the bag from the seat. I guess he just threw it over,
Mhm.
and shows like I've got some supplies in here. First aid, as you saw, and tent. So, what food were you able to get? Because we're about to make an exit from the city, and this is gonna be the last thing that we don't have to catch and kill, probably.
I untie the sweatshirt, and I got snacks in a jacket. Just dump them all out.
What came out of Darius's find?
Darius found I got a tent, got clothes, um, survival equipment, backpacks to store stuff in. Yeah, he got a lot of equipment, first aid kits, stuff like that. He got survival utilities, while Jackson, as he dumps the stuff out, got a hold of some canned goods. He made sure to actually grab some cup ramen. Um, so we got lucky there. There was like 2 rolls of toilet paper, so you go for now, and you all, and just a few other like crackers and stuff like that. And he actually managed to snatch up a couple of candy bars as well. So
Okay, so Jesse definitely has some miscellaneous crap, but do I need to roll for anything useful? Just to see if there is anything useful in here?
you should. I'm going to say you don't have to roll because you've been living in this van for a month or two. So what you would have in this van would be what Jesse would normally keep here in everyday life. So why don't you fill us in on what Jesse would have in a van trying to live van life down by the beach instead of the river?
Okay, so every single seat is covered in about that much laundry. Most of it isn't theirs. They don't know where they got most of it from. There's a laptop with gamer headphones and about a couple dozen bags of Doritos for reasons. There's some trash cans. Most of it's full of just plastic. The cabinets are full of anything you can non-perishable and that can be quickly eaten and made, with the exception of lots of ramen. They don't have anything to microwave it in, unfortunately. There are a couple plushies, one too many knickknacks, and trying to think of something that might actually be useful that they might have.
A bottle of Xanax that doesn't belong to them.
It's out of date.
Yeah, it's it's but yeah, like they've been living here, like figuring it out as they go. So it's meh, like
They do have some rollerblades
Nice.
and a taser.
that may or may not work.
Yeah, that may or may not work. If nothing else, you can throw it.
Inner geekdom is like, what about hand sanitizer?
No.
By
I feel
chance,
like-
do you have any toilet paper in there?
No.
I feel like Jackson has a travel size hand sanitizer on like a very small carabiner, just like around one of his belt loops at all times.
I'll let you say, did you actually swap it out because of starting school, or was it your like half empty, had been used for a bit?
It was
Hadn't
half empty.
half empty. Got it.
Well
Okay.
used.
Well used. Got it. So yeah,
That's how I was able to disinfect the hands.
so the van's still creeping along, and
Hmm.
do you have enough? No. Do you have enough for today? Yes. Do you have enough long term? Not at all. So what y'all decide to do is up to you all.
Is this like this little area? Is this like the last gas station out of town or coming into town? Like shooting out, or is this just a little convenience store?
It would be random, just like one of the exits off of like going off the interstate. It'd be kind of getting to back roads. It would be one of those like turning to a back roads, when you're heading to like a gravel cabin or whatever. Yes, Bella.
I was just gonna ask, how affected by everything going on does it look right now? Like, would the people in this little isolated gas station know what's happening?
Like I said, there is a mon or two like prowling around in the like fields and stuff. They're more or less just looking at like, what the heck is that? Some of them have guns and they're just like, what's that thing? And they're wanting to go hunting because south. But it's everyone kind of just seems to be chill. I will note that your all's car was like the only one currently running. And I want to attribute that to the age of the van not being updated. So yeah, because almost like if you've checked your cell phones or anything like that, they are pretty much bricks, including your laptop.
You gotta make Clicker Games go bye-bye.
Maybe your bracer will have apps. You don't know. Wants to is stuck living a game. Wants to play anime cookie cutter 15.
Darn. Forgot we always need reading material.
Would
That's
VHS
on
tapes
me.
work?
Could try.
I'd have to do that at the lake house. Anyway,
Remember, it's 2096. VHS tapes are very rare, hard to find. Yeah.
This is why you learn to play board games. Because you're not always going to have the technology to play these video games.
You sound like my math teacher telling me I won't always have a calculator, Jackson.
Well,
Like as you
I
say
think-
that, like the cat just like reaches out and like paws your leg, Jackson. Just oh.
What was that for?
by the way, little dude or dudette got a name?
I look at the cat. Do you have a name? I try to like, knowing that we like are sort of like vibing emotionally. I just try to like convey name with emotion.
So as you convey, like attempt to convey like interest, curiosity back, like comfort sharing. You all you get out of it is more purring and the occasional headbutt.
And there's just like a knot forming on Jackson's forehead from how many times this thing has just like bumped him. I try to like will consent to name him. It's a rock.
Them.
It's a rock. Yeah, I think like doing that just to catch just like you actually see the cat kind of go
I'm gonna call you Chess on the topic of board games.
The only one I have is Candyland.
You know, we could probably learn. We could pick up some skills. It's not hard to carve. Uh, it's pretty easy to learn. It's you just go with the grain. Anyway, we're gonna need to gas up. So, Jesse, by chance, do you have any extra? What are those names?
Big old bags of
extra-
gas.
Canisters.
and yeah,
Uh,
canisters.
You're really lucky that I actually do. Most of them, however, are empty.
Well,
Gas station till take them. Hey, cash.
how much of the cash do you have left?
Ah. Okay, so I walk over to a tiny, and by tiny I mean like yay big Tupperware box, and I open it, and you can't actually see all of that's inside of it, but a good chunk of it is just stacks of cash.
We're gonna have a lot of fire. Anyway,
I don't feel as bad about throwing your money anymore.
It's okay, I came into it recently anyway.
well, if you make it out of this, maybe you can find a time to reinvest it. If that's still a thing.
Are we gonna go to the gas station or not?
Hey, he's kind of let up on the brake and kind of put a little bit more force. Uh, so you captured your first Eidos? Eidos?
Eidos, it looks
Eidos.
like they're called.
Eidos. Okay. So, uh, can you give him orders like use paw or so he's
Um,
headbutting you?
I look down. Chess. Paw. No, I cannot.
it was a beat. Like there was like a little beat, like paw. And like the cat again just like looks at them, looks at you. No, it cannot. And as you like drop your hand, it like tries to like it's one of those things where you try to high five, but too slow.
Hmm.
Yeah, not in sync at all.
Um,
Well, it's a good effort.
yeah.
Okay. So these guys are out in the middle of nowhere and we're pulling up with a functioning vehicle, guys.
You think they still want money? Let me rephrase that. There's a good chance that money isn't going to amount to shit in the next couple of weeks. And there's a good chance that not everybody knows that. And I have a lot of it, probably enough if we park in a little while away to bribe them to just take the gas and go. And I will walk back here. I don't know what I'm saying. Point.
As you are like pulling up, like you see signs that says like card reader down, cash only. So it's like far enough away that technical issues have happened because everything is down. They've not been able to check the news or anything, but they do have the same bracers you all have, and they're like, I don't know what this is. But you do see them like standing around with guns, but you also see looks like they're like waiting for if one of these weird creatures has come out of the woodwork. It could be coming up to the gas station.
All right. Well, guys, let's just play this cool and maybe don't show them chests just yet. Let's keep that in the wings.
I put
The
a
windows are still
window
blown
over
out.
chest.
Wait, let me try something. I want to go back through my bracer and see if there's like an unsummon button.
Yeah, you find a button that says call back,
I click that one.
and you see the particles as the van is took the exit heading into the gas station parking lot. Like there's a flash of brown light, just particles pouring back into the bracer as you pulled up and park, and you see the people who are sitting outside in front of the gas station just watching you all and keeping an eye on the things that are in the distance.
My curtains are still closed at this time, so I am really hoping that they didn't see the light.
Just play it cool. Just play it cool. Just play it.
Curtains are closed, windows are shattered.
Got it.
Well, I'm gonna put it in park and well, I'm gonna turn. Hey, which side is the gas tank on?
Right?
Okay. He pulls up. He's on the left. Backs up, pushes back in, and parks on the right side. Okay. Let's get snacks.
Stuffing money in pockets. Hand some to Darius. Hey, Jackie, I need some cash.
Yeah.
Just take. Just take.
Okay. Yeah.
Be ready
Okay.
to summon if things don't go our way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll probably all be fine. We have so much cash. It'll all be good. Okay?
What plan have we reached?
Don't worry. This is still the same one. We're just
Okay.
in a different phase. Okay?
Okay.
We settled on a plan. Now we're in phase. Soon
Okay.
we're just gonna lie back at their grandparents' place and just cruise. Let's go.
I grabbed the taser just in case. It might not work, but I'm taking it.
That's a good idea.
So as you all open the doors and get out of the van, remember the windows are busted, the curtains are drawn, so all the people sitting there just heard mumble, 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 mumble. It's all good, and then the doors open. So as you all step out of the van, everyone's sitting there, almost like rocking chair style, just rocking back and forth.
What a storm that was. Oh, wow.
You should
Blew
have seen
the
it. There was
windows.
Oof.
Did it pass through
So-
here?
But, like,
Crazy.
what's with the alien lights in the city?
Oh, yeah, seriously, a building freaking exploded, dude. It was crazy.
Yes, the storm, lightning blew up a building.
Honestly, I don't trust it. So I'm trying to get my people out of here. I always knew it would go down. I just feel like it's that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my crew out of town because it's always things like this that try to track us. And he's pulling up his breaker phone, he just breaks it. We're going off to the grid. You trying to help us out?
How you going off grid when you got the tracker on your wrist?
That's a good point. We don't know yet.
That's just a bracelet from
You have them too, buddy.
France.
You have one too.
You
I just gotta get
So-
out of range, man. That's why I'm going to the woods. Yeah.
So, you're the first to come this way from the city. We saw all the cars just suddenly stop. So, if you need stuff, it's cash only.
Oh, yeah,
All
we
the
got the
card
money.
readers are down. Don't know what's with the light show, but there's some weird things out there. We don't know what that is. We don't know if that's the chupacabra or what. So you all be safe, get what you need. We're sitting here making sure they don't come too close.
Thanks,
Yeah.
brother.
Good man.
As we
So
like
as you all,
step
Yeah.
inside,
we're
Jackson's sort of
gonna.
like,
Okay, arm around Jackie's shoulder.
I'm gonna get out
That's
the
all.
2 canister. How many you have? Like 1 and 2, like gas
Uh,
canisters. 3.
so,
he's
oh
gonna-
yeah, it's van life. They have huge
yeah.
canisters.
So he's gonna get all. He's gonna like pull out all 3 and like
Mhm.
stack them up, waiting to be filled.
Mhm.
And just gonna follow you guys in behind.
So
Okay.
so with van life, awkwardly enough, you as someone who has to research this for campaigns, you would actually have a battery pack system with a solar system as well to be able to store all that energy. You would only need to start the vehicle if it was needing to, like, if you're just pulling a lot of wattage from your system, because most technology is now on the. You mostly have limitless solar energy as long as you have access to solar power. You will need the gas to run the engine to get from A to B. But other than that, running off of the electrical system that has been built into these vans, you should be good. It's going to be cramped for 3 people in it, but yeah, you literally have a little mobile home in a huge passenger van. So you're able to, the more you know. So as you all are able to get, as you start getting gas, you go in, you just lay cash. They're like, yep, get you gas. You're able to go through and just start getting all kinds of snacks, whatever y'all want to do.
Jerky.
It's
Jackson would focus on getting as much bottled water as he can like carry.
Meanwhile, I'm
Okay.
grabbing Red Bull.
there are you're getting so you're carrying whole cases of water.
I'm helping him.
Like,
Good. All the jacklings just getting that too.
okay.
Just
And like you see these
all
people are
the
like, okay. Like you end up running a total. We're gonna ballpark this. I'd say you're able, because remember, you're gonna have to try to find a way to put all this in the van as well as fit in the van. You all manage to we'll say you get about 7 cases of water, your 3 canisters full of gas. They're probably going to be 5-gallon, not about 5-10-gallon jugs. So you have enough gas to be able to secure it, like on top in one of the racks. You get, between all the jerky you can, snacks you can, perishables, you run up about a $500, $600 tab. Pretty good.
Oh, do they have any extra? Are these one of the ones that have like canned goods?
Oh yeah.
Anything canned? Oh yeah. Dump that
Oh
on.
yeah. So the fun thing, I need a logic check from Darius.
Mm.
As someone who is into doomsday prepping, did you just do the work on prep to survive on your side, or did you go so far as to prep for what everything would look like after everything ended?
First year, I'll give you a long-winded answer. First year,
Mhm.
up until then, it was by himself.
Uh-huh.
Second year, oh,
Mhm.
up until college, it was by himself. When he met these two, he started including them in his plans, and he
Okay.
started making sure that they could live through, because the initial jump, the initial hurdle is always going to be hardest, but that is day one of the rest of your life.
Okay.
So it's on out. So
Did you plan on social interaction, not just with your group, but with other survival groups?
he planned to keep it as minimal and as what's the word, business like
Mm-hmm.
as possible, so as not to get any attachments or backstabs. That's what.
Reason being, okay.
Mhm.
Reason being is you're in a gas station in the South with a bunch of tobacco. It's the end of the world. It's going to be a commodity, a rarity. People are going to be wanting it in terms of trade. But it depends on how much prep you have done.
As you are opening my eyes to it, I'll go ahead and raise that difficulty by 1. Whatever you're gonna give me, raise it by 1.
Okay, so make it logic.
Mm-hmm.
Give
Would
me
this
a
still be
logic check.
survival, or would this
I
just
would
be a
I would say
survival?
I would base this on survival because since you are prep like Harry Prepper, we'll raise difficulty by 1. It was normally going to be a 3. It's now going to be a 4.
That's
So
5.
uh,
Let's go.
Ham's like that's a no.
That's a 4. That's 3 successes.
Not enough. So you leave that bartering chip laying on the shelves
Mm-hmm.
and roll for it. And as you yeah, grab your stuff, get what you guys have bought, load down the van.
What's up,
Yes,
Chris?
Bella.
Before we leave, I would like to chat with some of the gas station folks.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Hey, buddy. With these monsters crawling around, it's dangerous out there. See, my buddies, yeah, they got weapons and I don't. What do you got in terms of something you're willing to sell?
Okay. So as you say this, you go up to like this what looks to be this old would be farmer type, just hanging out, just rocking, just goes, I have what's mine. That's about all as I got.
Where would you suggest finding some other ones then?
Back the way you came. If you would like, uh, you can attempt a like use your don't give up. Trying to think, what stat would you think would be good to try to use for this social interaction?
Probably spirit.
Okay, if you want to try to win them over, give me a roll with spirit, and you don't give up. It's going to be a difficulty of 5. Let's see what you can try to offer. That's a lot of dice. Jeez.
Not quite. I wasn't actually going to try to take his gun away anyway, since I figured he needed that. I was, however, going to ask if they had any of that coolant.
Okay. When you say coolant, do you mean for like for the engine? What are you talking about?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. As they kind of rock, like, yeah, we got some of the old green stuff. We also got the RV stuff. I don't know what you put in that thing, but we got it all. We want to try to prepare to winterize. We really don't get too many winters down here, but we have the regular stuff.
You have a lighter?
I do have a lighter, yeah. They sell them in there. I would say you guys probably would have grabbed like a whole pack of lighters, like one of like the display packs of like 24 lighters.
Well, that takes the thing out. Hold of you to assume I checked that.
Oh yeah, we're good. I got you. We'll add that to the inventory.
Okay.
So
Well, anyway, I'm gonna buy the stupidest looking lighter I can and the biggest thing of coolant I can, and then I'm just gonna kind of
Okay.
fumble back into the van.
okay. Yeah, coolant, easy enough. You're able to get a cup like 3 or 4 jugs, just put it away. You're able to lighters. You find one that uh like just awkwardly a smiley face, have a happy day. Have a nice day. That's all. It's just very, very awkward.
I hold
I'm
it in front
assuming
of
we got.
Jackie's face. What do you think of this?
That is a lighter.
How does it make you feel, buddy?
Um, warm.
Nice.
So
It is not making me have a nice day. There
I'll
are
put it away then.
okay.
so as you all are having this, like having this discussion in the van, like the doors open, you hear a scream come from within the gas station. And the clerk come running out. Just like what are y'all going to do?
Are all three of us in the van, or is Darius outside of it?
I would say Darius would be busy loading some stuff up.
Mhm.
I'll just look
So
over.
as she like comes running out, she's like, "There's a snake in there. This thing is huge. You should see it."
Through the curtains.
You move
Hey,
the curtains.
fella!
Like you see one dude just like kind of like get up with his guns, like, well, like cocks his shotgun and walks on into the store.
Hey, buddy, let me help you out there.
So as you go in, he's like, just don't get in front of the blasting area. We don't need that.
Of course.
And as it goes in, like
I'm assuming.
so, like Mhm.
Sorry. Would there have been any like knife sets you would have?
it would have been
bought?
the like no, it'd have been like the tourist like knives, like on the counters and like you'd see like put on display.
Do you have any of
Yeah,
those
like
big ones? You know, like at the far end, they always have those like big knives or like the decorative ones or anything.
I would say as you like walk into this place, there's like a deli, you would see a couple of like chef's knives laying out. That's just used in the deli.
All right.
Okay, as you grab one, go for it. It's
Um,
awkwardly enough as you guys are going to the back stock room, you see like you feel like a slight breeze kind of blow through, and then some snacks fall over, and then you hear something scurry, like some almost sandpaper, like almost scratching against the ground and trying to get under shelving.
I'm going to be like, hey, this is I'm assuming he has like a shotgun or something.
Oh yeah,
All right, I'm gonna try to draw it out. You just aim good.
it's like don't get in front of the blasty end. I can't control what happens after I pull the trigger. So he just keeps it pointed away from you, waiting to see what you do.
I'm going to flick my screen to the capture,
Okay.
and I'm going to. You said this is the. You said it's knocked some stuff down, right?
Oh yeah, like you felt like a soft like puff of wind and stuff like fall over, crumple over, and you see something like scurry just out of the corner of your eye under shelving.
All right. I'm gonna open up some of that and like spread it out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
come on out.
I
And
don't think snakes eat potato chips.
these are really weird animals. You never know.
You know what these things are?
I just assume that they're weird animals.
Yeah,
Maybe government
we don't
government
need this
experiments.
we don't need this city stuff coming to the country. And he begins going on like a rant, kind of looking away, like now's the time for you to actually try to look under and get a good look at this thing.
I'm gonna do that.
So as you look,
He's
you
like,
see
yeah.
like as you look under, you see what looks to be a white and green snake, kind of trying to curl itself up, looks smaller under these counters. You see his tongue flick out, and you see it kind of hisses. It the scale. I mean, it looks very. It's definitely not. It's snake adjacent. Looks nothing like anything you've like really seen too much around here. Has almost what looks to be like little nubs coming out of the back of its head. Uh, still kind of on its belly, but you also notice that as it like flicks its tongue, even you can feel like a soft like puff of air, like actually blowing your hair just a bit, like you're like okay.
Okay. Mm,
So you feel actually like blowing some of your like some of your braids just kind of like
mm.
breezy. You're like okay. It looks ready to strike. What are you going to do?
All right. It looks ready to strike.
Mm-hmm. It's a snake, they said.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna turn on capture and have it strike my like I'm assuming it's like underneath the shell, so I'm gonna turn
Mhm.
on capture and stick my hand out. Hopefully the capture is faster than its bite.
Okay. So as you hold your hand out, turn on capture, it literally just snaps, like hits you, releases, and then bite again. Capture does nothing.
Ah.
But you've been bit like 3 times. It hurt. It hurt a lot. And so as it does that, as you like pull your hand back, it slips out. You actually see this thing almost levitate, coming out and go into another shelf and try to like bury itself in the shelving. And next thing you know, you feel what feels like another gust of wind as like bottles and stuff that have been set there for backstock blow out and like hit you, trying to knock you out of the way.
I got it out from under the thing. As he goes with the breeze, like push back out of the way and have him
Mm-hmm.
spray.
Okay. So as you like get out of the way, you all outside hear the wow of the shotgun just reverberating through the shop, and then you go suddenly hear bang, bang, and like literally flying through the air about 3 feet off the ground, you see what looks to be a white and green snake coming straight out, like full speed, not paying attention, and slam into the side of the van.
Josh
You feel the
like
van just
gets his bracer up and he starts like cycling through to get to like the summon option and look at
Uh,
Jesse. Now do I? Yeah.
Hold on.
so like it's like did that thing fly? And like he's like running out trying to chase it, like he's got the barrel open trying to put more shells in. You all see Darius like chasing after the old man, holding his hand. His hand's been bit. It's so, but as this thing hits the van really hard, you actually see like flutters of silver. And what's the like silver particles kind of like fall off of it,
Ah, yeah.
and it clicks. It's like, wait a minute, there were particles coming off chests. This thing might need to be hurt.
Jesse, we need to hurt it.
Guys,
I'm gonna test my taser.
full Pokemon rules. TM,
TM.
don't. Please.
TM. Yeah.
Trademark.
So, are you going to attempt to tase this thing?
I think so.
Roll spirit difficulty of 5.
Man, give me a break.
You do not get to use your do not give up.
Difficulty of 5.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's a quick snake that uses air.
Can I think this through a little bit before I do it?
Yeah, I'll say like as you like go up, but thinking things through, is that Jesse trademark? But as you come up, you're like almost like oh hey, like how do I do this? Like the snake kind of and like curls into the wheel well and goes up into the engine bay.
Turn the car on.
Turn the key.
And you start it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
It fails. Um as you start the van, you hear just like a weird grinding, slicing noise as particles just around the van bay, like the bay of the engine bay.
Can I run and like flip it up and try to catch the particles?
Sure. As you're
I'm
like,
also trying to catch the particle.
but not hitting capture. Okay.
Oh,
So
I will be. I guess for me,
So-
I will be.
as you hit capture and flip you flip the hood open, particles is everywhere. Like and they're beginning to like dissipate and disappear. As you're like capture, hold it out,
Come on. Vacuum.
and it essentially vacuums the particles into the bracer. It says synchronization in progress. Like all the particles are pulled in. The side of the bracer opens up, and you see what looks to be a beautiful silver crystal. It says Eido successfully tamed and paired to Darius Kai.
Oh, I thought the particles were coming from the van. Were they?
They were coming from the engine bay, yeah, from where the snake failed to avoid like the serpentine belts, the fan.
Okay, I
Oh.
thought the van failed. Okay, yeah. I
Oh
thought
no,
the
no,
van-
no, no! No, the van did not fail. The snake did because it went into the engine bay, started.
Did we just
Oh.
kill a snake?
I've killed a lot of squirrels that way.
I'm
What?
gonna real quick. I'm
So
gonna
like,
see
it's
if
about this point. It's about this point. This old man comes out, and like he's got the thing like his shotgun back ready, and he cocks. He's like, "Where's it at?" And
Killed
like
it.
other people, like other people sitting there, like you should have seen it. It just exploded in the van. It made the van look pretty, and then it was gone. Apparently, these bracelets are vacuum cleaners.
Yes, they are. That's what I sit down.
we gotta get out of here, man. This is the government's trying to give us all vacuum cleaners, trying to make us all work for the 1%. Let's get out here. And he'll run, he'll like
Okay.
slide across the hood and just like get in the door.
I swing the door open for him.
Okay, so you all get in the van, everything. I'm going to assume you managed to get everything put away because you was putting stuff away, Darius, before you went and
Yeah,
I
he'll
will
be
be
like, oh
kind.
wait,
I will be kind. I will be
yes.
kind. You got everything put away. Door shut, van still running, and you all just peel off. But you now have a cat and a snake.
Okay, I'm in the driver's wheel this time. Hey, boy, pull out the snake.
I need to see if they're okay. And he's gonna tap around,
Mhm. Okay,
look for the.
where it says summon.
Mm-hmm.
You hit summon, and you actually see it goes, Eidos recovering.
Mm.
Please wait. You literally shred this thing, so it's going to be a bit,
Mm.
just a little bit.
Well, if they die, they can recover. That's good to know.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that good? If we see that dragon again, does it come back?
Potentially on our side? I want the dragon.
If we capture it, I guess.
Let's not try to do that, but if we do manage to do it, it's mine.
Well, I think we have to hurt it first. Somehow.
And if we get there, I am very okay with Jesse.
Just
I'm not gonna finish saying that one.
pulls out the knife.
Darius just has a random chef's knife.
Hey Darius,
Mm-hmm.
what you got there?
Chef's knife.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't use it at all against the snake, but yeah, he's got a shape snake.
Why did we grind the snake in the engine of the car if you had a weapon?
As he's like puts the weapon down,
Mm-hmm.
reaches for the bag, pulls out the bandages for his hand.
Yep.
Well, you see, as he's like going around,
Yeah.
I didn't plan for you guys to chop it into dust or whatever they turn into.
I didn't expect for your snake to fly and hit the car.
Neither did I. But that's gonna be fun to play around with.
Okay, settle down, children. We're gonna go to the lake house and we're gonna find me one of those things.
Yeah, what type of Eidos are you feeling? Want something more feline, something scaly? Maybe
I'm
something
saying,
more.
Chad's saying someone needs to find a mental type Eidos for Jesse.
Yo, you think they have fairies? You know, like mythical creatures and other things.
It was a dragon.
We saw a dragon, so
There was the dragon.
maybe a Pegasus. Flying would be nice. Wait, my snake can fly. Do you think it will get bigger?
Do you think this means cat girls are gonna start happening?
I don't.
Is that
Depends
another
on-
anime thing?
Yes, Jackie.
Trust me, my friend. You don't want to know, or maybe you do. No shame here.
Yeah, Jacqueline, would you be into cat girls?
Mhm.
Real quick, pause. Darius asked if his snake gets bigger. Clip that.
Going on the reels. Gosh.
So, so yeah. So as you all are just fantasizing what this monster induced into the world could, you know, could bring to the table. It takes a couple of hours going into the evening, but you all do manage to make it to what looks to be, well, for Jesse, a familiar lake house. The gravel road is pretty quiet. There's little to nobody around at all. So as you begin to pull in, uh, the lake's very still, very quiet. You see a familiar, like Jesse, you see a familiar boat still stuck in the dock. And randomly enough, on the roof of your cabin,
Couldn't it be
there
in the
appears
road?
no, it's on the roof. You see what looks to be a ram.
Oh crap! They're already out here.
Well, I mean, it looks like here's the thing, it just looks like a ram. Like it's white fleece, horns. It's a good ways away. You're still pulling up, and as you park, like you just hear it like bang, like bah. Like you don't know how it got up there. Could it have jumped? You have no idea. It could have been where it just appeared. If this is an Eidos, or if it is not,
Did your granddad own rams?
there actually is a farm nearby.
Yeah, actually, he used to take me down to pet the sheep.
So maybe that's just a normal
Yeah,
sheep.
I had
Totally.
a favorite. We ate it.
how were they?
Pretty good, actually. We
I
had
could
it with
really
this
go for
nice
some
little
lamb right now.
sauce. So I'm
What
pulling
about
in.
the songs?
Just pulling in. What can I make it out a little bit better pulling in somewhere? Your mic is off.
Mike.
Are you talking about like leaving when you leave? Like that way you can pull out and leave easier? Or what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to. What did I say pull in? I'm trying to pull into the driveway and get a better look at this thing.
Yeah. You're able to pull up directly to the house, like outside the front porch. And you see this thing up there.
Place burns. I grab my
So-
lighter.
Okay.
Oh,
Whoa.
hold on. This is some
But
fine shelter right here. We really can't be burning it.
let's not
It's
do
the roof
that
of the
one.
shed. That's like, it's like 50 feet away from the house. What are you talking about?
That's still probably not needed. Wait, can I check and see how mine is? It's still. How long was the drive here?
It's a couple hours. So as you go ahead, it's a couple hours. So you go ahead and double check, and as you go to hit check it, it's prepared. It's ready to be summoned. You can summon it back out.
All right. I'm gonna summon mine.
So as you hit summon, these silver particles kind of flow and fill into the air, and you watch them coalesce into what looks to be this snake. And it coalesces into the air, and it is sitting there. Like its tail is kind of tufted, almost like a weird little beta fish, but then it goes full coil. And it's white scales, green tuft down it, and it looks like just looks around, spits its tongue out, just like flickering, just taking everything in. You feel the breeze of wind hit you again, and it's
So much fun.
as it looks at you, you feel this strange bond click into place, and you feel a strange sense of this'll do. It's a very strange sense. I wouldn't call it settling, but it's yeah, this will work.
Think so. And he's gonna gesture for him to I guess pet it or hold it, come
Yeah.
towards him.
Okay. As you do it, kind of sticks his it flicks his tongue over your hand, and goes to coil, goes around your arm, all the way up your arm, come around and ends up finding itself on your shoulder. Just very quickly, just kind of went up onto your shoulder.
Oh,
And you actually feel its snoot right here into your cheek is kind of just checking you out. Just okay. Yeah, you'll okay, this will work.
this is so cool.
But it's there's a weird haughty sense of just okay, pheasant. What next?
So can other people pet your snake?
Clip it.
I try to feel through the bond. May they?
It's really weird, but you actually feel a sense of if their offering is sufficient.
Hey, do you have anything something? What is snake like? Well,
I walk to the dashboard.
remember that
the
lighter you
hula
got?
girl. I grab the
Oh,
hula
yeah.
girl, I offer it to the snake, I flick the thing. An idol.
So what do you offer it?
I'm offering it the hula girl as an idol.
Okay. So as you offer up the hula girl, do you tap it and let it sway?
Mhm.
Okay. The snake's eyes kind of get big, and it kind of comes closer and watches it. You can see it it's actually the snake's head swaying with the hula girl. It's and you feel a strange sense of return it to its resting place so that I may join it there, and then
Just,
you may give
he says-
pets.
he says they like it. Put it back. They're gonna
So
they're
as
gonna
you turn and put it back,
go with it.
it's so quick. You see the snake has left your shoulder, and by the time you've turned around to look back at Darius, the snake is gone. So when you turn, it's curled up around the hula girl, letting it sway on the dash.
You can go and pet them. They seem that was a good offering, I guess.
I expected it to be slimy. Why isn't it slimy? Are snakes not slimy?
Not
I
this
don't know
one,
if
I
I'm,
guess.
I don't know if I'm disappointed or not.
They're
More of a
not
Don't tell
usually
what
dog
I said.
guy
slimy.
usually.
Don't tell
Just
what I
kind of
said. Then.
skinny.
More scaly. You just
Yeah.
really feel it. But I'm gonna check my bracer to see if I have any more information on it now that it's out.
Okay. So as the snake is out,
Mm.
you're like, what's going on? You all hear like what sounds like a sneeze and outside one of the windows, fire past the van window and leaves burning. And you look up and that ram's just
Well, if we
like
don't
just
burn it, it's gonna burn something else.
Jesse, you should have put the lighter down.
so as you look at your snake stats, it literally says Eidos information, no name. Yeah, so it'd be oh shoot. What is the genus of your snake? Do you know?
I
Viper?
do.
Scientific
It
name?
was.
Yeah, genus. All these things are classified by genus. I know what goes in van life, but I did not look up the genus for your mons. I failed today.
Okay. Commonly known as a spotted snake.
Quit laughing, Eli. I saw that.
Real-time character building.
Mm-hmm.
That boy. By
Okay.
Paraday?
Shh.
What was
Okay.
mine?
If it's a bush snake, the spotted
Oh,
bush
yeah.
snake is a Philothamnus.
Okay. We'll go with that. So you see that level 1 affinity air, and then you see ability, which you know the ability. What ability does your snake have?
It has. Oh, wait. The me ability
Yeah,
or the attack? Oh,
the ability. Yeah,
ability,
the full ability.
aerial senses.
Yes. Okay. You see where it has aerial senses. Yeah. How powerful is your snake, Darius? Tell the class. That's what this says in chat. So aerial senses, and then
Pretty
you see
powerful. It is an attack type.
and then you see its techniques. You see your techniques has air, and what was the second element that you ended up picking up?
Earth.
Earth. So it's a rock snake ish with a lot of air. So you see these techniques, and you see gear 1 empty, upgrade 1 empty. So, but yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You don't. What's really weird is as the two of you have looked at your mons, there is no actual stats yet. Just moves, just techniques, abilities, gear slots, all sort of stuff. No stats. It's like something's missing. So, so as you all check on everything, the ram has sneezed.
Um, Hey, JJ,
Jackson.
can you bring out chess to meet? You're right. This doesn't look like any normal snake. So let's
Follow up.
call him Moogie.
I will summon Jess.
As you
Yeah.
summon chess,
No, go ahead.
you see the like brown particles coalesce into rock cat, just and you feel the seat kind of like thump where the cat sits in it. And cat's out. Cat looks up. You immediately notice, you feel it across your bond, Jackson, as it's like as its head begins to turn like this, following Moogie's tail.
Jess. Jess,
You
it's
see,
alive.
you see, you see its eyes just get
Je-
huge.
Jess, it's not a string. It's not a string.
Come here,
It's
Moogie.
Moogie's like, I prefer the hula girl right now. You get this vibe of just no, I'm basking in my offering. It's literally just nope.
I understand. But
So
this is yours. All of ours.
Can I
But
attempt to
there's
pick up
an
the?
intruder.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
oh no, you're
No.
good. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna ask if I could attempt to pick up the cat before it does anything.
Oh yeah, it is heavy, but you can you're
Do I
like
need to roll for that?
I want to say no because you have more muscle mass than Jackson. So you lift with your legs, not your back, but you like pick up this chonker of a cat that's made out of rock.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
Like you feel the cat, like its tail is doing the weird, like the flick thing where its attention's distracted, and you feel it like hitting your ribs, like it hurts.
This snackety snack has elements. What's this one?
Chess's Earth. What is Moogie's?
It'd be air. It'd
Mugi's
be
is
air.
air with like a bit of stone or earth.
Do you have anything that could potentially? Do you have? What's your air look like?
Actually, I'm gonna pull up the techniques
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna just here, let me help you. He's gonna come over, pick up the rock, gets in like a
Oh yeah.
a
Oh yeah.
sumo stances.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He wants your snake.
Clip
Well,
it. Clip it.
sadly,
Clip it.
I don't think Mugi's ready to help right now. What type of techniques do you have?
He's got castle walls. He's got 2 different kinds of invigorate, and I don't know.
So as you're having this conversation, you hear something hit the roof of the van.
How close are we to the building?
Oh, you're pretty close to it. You pulled up to the porch.
Here to the porch. If I recall,
And
sorry.
and you said there was like a sunroof.
Mhm.
So like looking like into the van, like you see this ram head just down and just bang like loud into this thing, and you feel just a wave of heat hit you all as his horns begin to like glow ember.
We got a hose out front.
Hey,
I need to get out.
Jesse, how does this you said you ended up loving that lamb that you ate, right? You ready to replace him? Emotionally ready?
I'm always looking for replacements for emotional losses. Let's go. Where's the hose?
All right. I kind of point up to that, like, "Hey, Moogie, look up! Someone's on your property,
So,
our property,
so
everything."
Meanwhile,
as
I'm getting out to go grab the hose, kind of sneaking in a bad attempt to sneak.
so as you all watch Jesse make a run for it, leaving you all like because you're holding this cat, and you're like, Moogie, look up, and Moogie looks up. Over your bond, you immediately feel like possession, like you will like almost like you will not trespass my idol, my riches, my treasures, and it just takes off and hits this ram clean in the face, sending it tumbling like rolling down the back of the van, off the side, off of the van into the on the ground, and
That was probably the jet javelin.
so you're like, but you're still holding this cat,
Yeah,
and like
she's
you
like,
see, like as the snake went, you see the cat just like, and it's just like trying to climb in the air, just can't get anything. It's
"Hey,
trying to
just
wiggle.
I opened the back door of the van.
Mm-hmm.
Get it. Just to chess.
So do you let the cat go?
I hope it goes after the right thing."
Okay,
Sure.
so as it drops it, it thunk. Like you all like hear like a dent, like you can literally hear a dent into the floor of the van. Just thunk, and it takes off. and jumps up out of the van. And by this point, Jesse, you've come running around with a hose, ready to spray this thing down, and you literally see Ram rolling with a snake, Cat chasing after the snake's tail. And are you going to just try to spray them all down?
Well, the reason cats don't like getting wet is actually because their fur is super absorbent, so getting wet actually makes them heavier and they don't like that. So I don't think that would happen with something that's made of rock, but Jesse would not know that to think of it.
Spray and pray.
I'm gonna spray it anyway.
That being said, let me see if I can get this pulled up real quick. Let's see. There it is. Because we actually have a typing Bible just to see. Nope.
Oh,
Earth is weak to water. So
sorry.
so as you spray, I mean, fire is weak to water. Earth is weak to water. As you spray, and it's spray and pray with the water hose. You see it hit the ram. Ram like looks at you like baz. It just like there's steam coming off of it. Water hits the cat. The cat hisses at you. Water hits the snake, and it is just like, yes, bathe me. But immediately, like Jackson, on your bracer, you feel it vibrate, and you see warning, elemental damage, like water ×2 effective. As sprays, as you just keep spraying, and they begin tumbling. You watch as like orange particles begin to dissipate from the ram. Brown particles begin to dissipate from chest,
Upon seeing the cat,
and little snake is just we're good.
Do I feel any sort of like emotion going on with Chess? Like, what's the empathy feeling?
It's exactly what you would think of a cat hating water.
Mm-hmm.
That's you literally feel that, and you're like, that seems to be on point. Like that's like it's a lot of like Lebowski, like that's not cool, dude. Like really, like there's a lot of Lebowski energy there.
I'll run over to where they're like, I imagine just like all over each other, and I'll grab
terrified
onto
of
them.
I'm keeping up with the whole like threes chase, and when he sees like the particles start coming, he's gonna like just put the hose down, capture him.
As you pull the hose off of the cat, and the cat just like looks over at you, just like why? And the ram like stumbles. You're seeing orange particles coming off the ram, and you see the snake actually get in a sucker punch, sending the ram rolling, and more orange particles floating into the air as the ram slowly begins to dissipate. What are you going to do?
Moogie, come back, Moogie. You won.
If
Catch
I
him.
don't grab that, that's coming back. Okay. Kind of panicked, not really panicked, just not thinking in general. I run over and I kind of swat my wristband around while hitting hopefully capture. I think that's a button.
Okay, so as you hit capture, as you're like, okay, here it is, and as you're like waving your hand around awkwardly, it's a really weird sight, but it begins to pull the particles in as you see, as it absorbs the particles, you see the particles disappear. It says synchronization in progress, synchronization complete. Eidos successfully tamed and paired to Jesse. What's Jesse's last name?
Full name is Jacqueline Jesse James. So JJJ.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. To Jesse James. Yeah. Tamed to Jesse James. So you have tamed this awkward ram that was trying to get into your van. And as you all are kind of just like, this is a really weird day, kind of catching your breath, settling in, you feel your bracers begin to vibrate, all three of you.
I think I did something wrong.
As you look at the bracer, you see what you didn't notice before in your panic to escape: a timer. In this timer, you see it's flashing 43 hours with a notification that says communication network active. Receive broadcast, yes or no.
It's just a broadcast. It's just a broadcast.
Jackson's already hit yes.
Yeah, so
Okay. So as you all hit yes, the screen suddenly shifts, revealing a bald man sitting at a desk wearing a white lab coat over a suit. Behind him, emblazoned on the wall, is a large Artino Industries logo. Greetings, I hope everyone can hear me well enough out there. My name is Dr. Victor Artino. I'm the founder and head of Artino Industries. These past few hours have been a trial unlike anything humanity has ever faced. Monsters have been unleashed on our world, and I'm sure you have questions. Please rest assured, Artino Industries is here for you. Our bracers are gifts to humanity, designed to be implemented in a worst-case scenario. Around us, technology is failing due to the interference of the energy wave that has been released. Everything from communications to surveillance is down across the globe, with medical facilities suffering due to the lack of technological assistance. Our automobiles are turning into lumps of metal, and cell phones are nothing more than bricks to build with. Our power grid is in shambles, so as you can imagine, this is a worst-case scenario. The monsters that have been unleashed on Earth have already claimed thousands of lives and are spreading out further to claim their own territories and take over the wilds. The world we know, the world we used to know, no longer exists. Today was supposed to be a day of progress and great scientific achievement. However, thanks to the interference of a few, our work has been changed and used as a weapon to weaken our unity and send the world towards anarchy. World leaders are now reconnected thanks to our bracers, and soon, order will come. We have reason to believe that the leader of this attack is on the loose. I'm ashamed to say he was a dear friend and colleague, but after today, he will be pursued by the world. For his crimes against humanity, he must be apprehended. You all watch as the screen shifts, revealing an image of a man with Asian heritage, wearing a lab coat and glasses. Dr. Haruki Miura has risen to the top of the world's most wanted list for his actions today. By releasing this energy into our atmosphere, he has single-handedly caused the death of thousands and has set humanity on a course for conflict. This will not stand. And you watch as he sits back, folds his leg, crosses his fingers. I now address Dr. Miura directly. You were given access to technologies and science designed to bring humanity closer to the stars. You yourself led the charge to the unknown. You were given trust and friendship, and today you use those gifts and Artino Industries to destroy not only the world, but our legacy. And for that, I will hunt you down and bring you to justice. The world will be stronger for this trial, and your destructive intentions will be all that is remembered of you. Artino Industries will live on as a beacon of hope, but today we are a sword. We will find you. Mark my words. See, Dr. Artino, take a breath, sit back. Humanity, stay strong. Together, we will make it through. And with that, the broadcast ends with more notifications beginning to file through. Global positioning system active. Messaging active. Audio and video calling active.
okay, so
I'm immediately going to go into GPS settings and like turn that off.
Okay, so you turn on your GPS stuff.
I turn
It's already try to turn it off.
Mhm.
There is no off option. There is no settings.
Oh.
It is on. So as you actually go to the map, like you try to open it up, you actually can see what seems to be the map like spreads out, and you see the entire area where you all are. Here in this cabin, you see the area uninhabited. And in a distance, as you scroll through, you see what looks to be and they're marked safe zones. Some in the city, which you guys just left. Some further away. There is no safe zone marked where you guys are. But you are off grid, and these monsters haven't got to this area fully just yet.
You said there's a safe zone like off more into the woods.
No, it's like it's near cities, it's near the safe zones have been established in populated areas.
What do we do?
Sounds like a shit show. Not our responsibility though. So who wants to watch?
Not in the slightest.
No. I might be able to find some board games, and we can figure this all out later.
We need to get ready and barricade your house for whatever may come. We'll check out the safe zone another time. We don't need more people coming around at all. What we need is to get better with our connections. There's something I wanted to try. He's going to turn back on, his bracer. Go over to Mugi and saw the aerial senses, and can you like click on it at all or
Yeah,
anything?
all that comes up as you click it, all that comes up is just aerial senses can feel changes in the wind, like serves as like a sixth sense based off air. It's all the details it gives you. It says nothing else.
Well, I'm guessing Mugi has this ability, so that could help us with staying on top of things. And he'll relay, that skill. See if you guys have, any other skills like that.
So, so as you guys get settled in, double checking your information, taking in all that's happened, all the news you've just been given, as you begin to try to make a plan for what to do next. This is where we're going to call it for the first session of Eidos Tamers. So if you guys have enjoyed this, please feel free to give us a follow, Artificer Alley, subscribe, put you in the running for the Telspire Steam Key. If you're enjoying the story and want to hear more about it, feel free to look up Eidos Tamers on Royal Road. I'm posting a chapter every day, and I'm hoping by the end of this week, sometime next week at the latest, to have the Patreon launch with advanced chapters. So that way, if you like it, you can get some more chapters, read more ahead. And I'm hoping to do a sub drive for Patreon for like every 10 subs we get. I'm able to add an extra chapter to it to increase the more chapters coming out. So that being said, if you want more Eidos Tamers, please let me know. Shoot me a message, shoot me whatever you guys want to do. We'll go from there. And but yeah, so a big thank you again to our wonderful players. They have been absolutely fantastic. I have laughed a lot tonight. You guys have been absolutely wonderful. We will be back next week. Be sure to check out Eli on Instagram for License Art. He has some incredible artwork there. He did the character artwork that you guys see. Check out Bella's art you can find them on Pinterest and Tumblr. Their stuff is absolutely awesome. They did the cover artwork for Eidos Tamers. They put in all kinds of work, hours on this cover, and it is absolutely phenomenal. We love it. Thank you so much. And Robert, where can they find you? Like, just going to find you on here, or do you have anything you
Just
want
on
to
here.
promote?
I'll probably be popping into maybe some other games, depending on what you have. If you need a player, I'm the guy.
Awesome, awesome. And the Inner Geekdom does say we better thank the chat. We've been putting in the work trying to make y'all break. So chat has been absolutely awesome. I want to put a special big thank you out for the Inner Geekdom helping with moderation. And I'm going to put a shout out again for Loki. Thank you for all that you do. And last but not least, thank you, Casually Ham, for all the encouragement and support. You have been awesome. So hope you guys have a good night. Take it easy, night, day, wherever you are when you see this. and we will see you all next week. Thank you so much.